NASA's fascination with the ring planet Saturn goes back decades to the very time the first mission was launched. In 1979, NASA launched Pioneer 11, designed to explore the outer regions of our solar system. Its primary mission was to study Jupiter and Saturn, and it did so with great success. However, something that caught the attention of scientists, which left an eerie feeling in the imagination of many space enthusiasts, was an intriguing image captured by Pioneer 11 during its journey. As Pioneer 11 was hurtling through the asteroid belt on its way to Saturn, it transmitted an image that appeared to show an unidentified flying object, UFO, near Saturn. This anomaly was a classic case of a UFO in its literal sense, an unidentified flying object. The image sparked widespread speculation and curiosity. Some believed it might be a spacecraft of extraterrestrial origin, while others suggested it could be a camera glitch or even a cosmic ray impact on the camera's film. NASA, in its characteristic scientific rigor, carefully investigated the anomaly. They concluded that the UFO was likely a result of cosmic rays striking the camera's sensitive equipment. In essence, it was an artifact of the technology rather than evidence of extraterrestrial visitors. Pioneer 11, with its remarkable scientific achievements and the occasional puzzling image, played a significant role in expanding our understanding of the outer reaches of our solar system. But the real star of the show was the Cassini-Huygens mission. The Cassini-Huygens mission was a collaborative effort between NASA, the European Space Agency, ESA, and the Italian Space Agency, ASI, embarked on a groundbreaking journey to explore the Saturn system. Launched in 1997, it spent 13 years studying Saturn and its diverse moons. This ambitious mission consisted of the Cassini orbiter and the Huygens probe, and it aimed to unravel the mysteries of Saturn, its magnificent rings, and its enigmatic moons. The NASA Cassini mission spent over a decade in orbit around Saturn, conducting transformative research on the planet and its moons from 2004 to 2017. Cassini's discoveries would drastically reshape scientific conceptions of potential habitability beyond Earth. Among Cassini's most profound finds were signs that ingredients for life may exist on Saturn's geologically active icy moon, Enceladus. Analysis of plumes jetting from cracks in its frozen surface found significant amounts of phosphorus and phosphates. On Earth, phosphates are utilized in biological processes like DNA and cell membranes. Cassini also sampled the chemical composition of Enceladus' subsurface ocean, lying under a thick shell of ice. Spectral analysis detected dissolved molecular hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and most intriguing, methane. As methanogenic microbes are a candidate for some of the earliest life on Earth, the methane raised possibilities that microbial colonies could hypothetically inhabit Enceladus depths today. Similar puzzling isotopic signatures of methane were spotted in Saturn's atmosphere as well, leaving open the hypothesis that the gas may be produced by biological or geological activity within the moon Titan. These provocative signs of the biological building blocks took the search for extraterrestrial habitability to new frontiers in our outer solar system. Cassini helped reveal life's tenacity and left more questions than answers about its distribution throughout the cosmos. Over the course of its nearly 20-year mission, Cassini provided us with breathtaking images of Saturn's dazzling rings, discovered new moons, and conducted in-depth studies of the planet's atmosphere. But among the wealth of scientific data collected, there were also claims of UFO sightings. In 2004, Cassini was conducting one of its routine flybys of Saturn's moon, Phoebe. During this encounter, some UFO enthusiasts believed they had spotted unidentified flying objects in the images transmitted back to Earth. These claims stirred speculation and excitement in certain circles. However, NASA scientists were quick to address these sightings. They explained that the perceived UFOs were in fact natural artifacts produced by cosmic rays striking the spacecraft's camera sensors. This phenomenon is not uncommon in deep space missions, and it has led to similar UFO claims in the past. In late December 1980, Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk, England, became the site of one of the most famous UFO encounters in history. Known as the Rendlesham Forest Incident, this event has intrigued UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike for decades. It all began when U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at the nearby Bentwaters and Woodbridge bases reported strange lights in the forest. The incident unfolded over several nights, with the most notable events occurring on December 26th and 28th. During their investigations, military personnel described witnessing a series of unusual phenomena. They reported seeing bright-colored lights descending into the dense forest. Upon investigation, they found impressions on the ground, damage to nearby trees, and higher than normal radiation levels in the affected areas. Perhaps the most compelling account came from Colonel Charles Halt, the deputy base commander at the time. He recorded his experiences on an audio tape, detailing his observation of a mysterious object emitting beams of light. Halt's involvement lent credibility to the incident, as he was a high-ranking military officer. Despite the attention and investigations, no definitive explanation for the Rendlesham Forest incident has been reached. Official statements suggest the lights were likely from a nearby lighthouse, and the other phenomena may have been the result of natural or man-made causes. However, this event remains a subject of fascination and debate, with some believing it was a genuine extraterrestrial encounter and others attributing it to more earthly origins. Two peculiar UFO sightings from the early 2000s remain unexplained mysteries. In 2004, during a routine training exercise, the U.S. Navy's Carrier Strike Group 11, led by the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz, encountered several unidentified flying objects. Fighter pilots from the USS Nimitz observed an unidentified object off the coast of San Diego shaped like a long white tic-tac. The incident was documented by onboard radar systems and the testimony of military personnel who witnessed the events. Radar tracked the anomaly performing improbable maneuvers at hypersonic speeds, stopping instantly and hovering in place. When intercepted, the 40-foot object had no wings, exhaust, or signs of propulsion. It accelerated past jets before stopping a mile away and resuming patrol of the ocean surface. Framers on pilots' weapon systems captured blurry but verifiable images. Though the military termed it an aerial phenomenon, its capabilities defied known human technology. That same year, a commercial airline crew snapped photos of a massive triangular craft with lights on each corner emerging from the Atlantic Ocean near Newfoundland, Canada. Over 150 feet wide, it soundlessly flew 15 feet above waves at low altitude. Analysis found no evidence of hoax or lens effects. This incident gained widespread attention when it was declassified and publicly disclosed in 2017. The release of gun camera footage showing the encounters further fueled interest in the UFO phenomenon and sparked discussions about the potential existence of advanced aerial technologies. While the USS Nimitz incident remains unexplained, it has become one of the most significant and well-documented military encounters with UFOs, contributing to the ongoing discourse on unidentified aerial phenomena. For decades, reports from credible military and civilian observers have described perplexing unidentified objects emerging from the oceans or entering into them. Some accounts even claim to capture images of strange vessels submerged or breaking the water's surface. While difficult to verify, the persistence of such claims has led elements within the U.S. government to cautiously examine the possibility that at least some UFOs may not only visit from space, but also beneath the waves. Declassified documents reveal U.S. military and intelligence agencies have long tracked unknown anomalies originating from or entering aquatic environments. Possible evidence includes sonar detections of fast-moving subsea objects, as well as eyewitness sightings of pulses of light, domed vessels, and silvery structures emerging from coastal waters.
The first recognized interstellar meteor. That was the first object that humanity identified as coming from outside the solar system. That the US government released the data on its fireball when it exploded in the lower atmosphere of the Earth above the Pacific Ocean, 20 kilometers above the surface of the ocean. From analyzing this data, we concluded that it's actually tougher. It has material strength that is higher than all the space rocks that were cataloged by NASA. And that makes it quite unusual. Why would the first object from outside the solar system be tougher than iron meteorites and move faster of all stars in the vicinity of the sun? And of course, a possibility is that it's artificial, it's a spacecraft that has propulsion, and that may explain why the material is so strong. And so we are here to collect any fragments that we can find on the ocean floor, which is a very challenging task because the depth of the ocean is about a mile.
The behavior of modern UFO sightings, like the Tic Tac incident near the USS Nimitz in 2004, further fuels the notion of transmedium capability. Its actions moving between air and sea realms challenge current science's understanding of transportation. Realizing that 70% of Earth remains unexplored ocean territory, government officials believe there is much humankind has yet to discover, including potential exotic propulsion techniques harnessed by some reported UFOs. Ongoing studies aim to evaluate sensor data, and accounts suggesting certain unknowns may traverse the air-sea boundary with profound implications. While UFO mysteries persist, NASA continues its cosmic pursuits. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click on the subscribe button and hit the notification icon to turn on post notifications so you won't miss more videos. Robert Dean had a long and distinguished career in the U.S. Army, rising to the rank of Command Sergeant Major. Based on his experiences from 1963 to 1967, which included time at NATO headquarters, he came to several startling conclusions about extraterrestrial contact. Dean asserted that during his military service, he became privy to highly classified information about alien groups that were interacting with or visiting Earth. By his count, there were at least 3 separate extraterrestrial civilizations that the US and British militaries were aware of during his time. One group in particular alarmed military officials because the aliens closely resembled humans and were able to integrate into society relatively unnoticed. They were observed in places like restaurants and theaters, and even considered a potential security risk if they infiltrated powerful institutions. By the end of his career, Dean stated the number of known alien societies had grown to over a dozen. He claimed some of these extraterrestrials exhibited multidimensional and even interstellar characteristics, far beyond what was thought possible according to classical physics. Dean delivered photocopied documents and presented testimony based on the credible insights he gained over many years of service. His revelations challenged conventional views and suggested secret high-level knowledge of ongoing alien visitation and interaction with human governments. According to Dean, the full scope and implications of extraterrestrial involvement were not yet publicly acknowledged. The Voyager missions launched in the late 1970s represented a pioneering effort by NASA to explore the outer planets of our solar system for the first time. Voyager 2 particularly undertook an ambitious grand tour, flying by Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, sending back revelatory data and imagery. It studied the atmospheric and surface conditions of these gas giants in unprecedented detail, vastly increasing our knowledge. Unexpected phenomena like Jupiter's powerful swirling storms and Saturn's intricate ring system were photographed. Icy moons like Titan and Enceladus offered clues they may harbor subsurface liquid water oceans. When Voyager 2 visited Saturn in 1981, some of the most stunning and head-scratching images returned. Among the rich panoramas of the planet and its many moons was what appeared to some analysts to be an enormous unidentified object hovering within Saturn's rings. Said to resemble a massive metallic craft around the size of Earth, the anomalous object was clearly distinct from Saturn and its natural satellites. It displayed purposeful movements that defied explanation as a natural space body. While its identity was hotly debated, the object's existence helped fuel discussion of the possibility of advanced alien civilizations within our solar system. The Voyager missions helped ignite our sense of wonder about the diversity of planetary phenomena that exist beyond Earth's skies. In so doing, they also left open some intriguing puzzles yet to be solved, like what exactly was observed in Saturn's neighborhood by those pioneering probes sent forth from our world so long ago. Scientists have been puzzled by the unusual structures of Saturn's rings for many years. Retired NASA engineer Norman Bergrund came up with some extraordinary hypotheses to try to explain their origin and properties. Bergrund examined images of Saturn taken by Voyager and Cassini. He noticed that the rings had peculiar features such as kinks, braiding, and propeller-like formations that were difficult to explain using conventional models. He concluded that extremely powerful forces must be at work to cause such effects. Bergrund proposed that enormous artificially constructed vehicles, larger than planets, were circling within Saturn's rings. These UFOs were believed to be maneuvering in controlled orbits, sculpting and maintaining the ring structures over time. He also suggested that similar colossal extraterrestrial spacecraft could exist in the ring systems of Jupiter and Uranus. Bergrund believed that the braiding patterns and other anomalies observed in the rings implied definitively non-natural formation processes. Although Bergrund's ideas are highly controversial, they highlight the shortcomings of standard ring origin hypotheses. His ambitious proposals, which incorporate the idea of alien involvement, found some support from the strange object that Voyager 2 spotted in Saturn's rings. Despite the lack of definitive proof, Bergrund's theories will continue to challenge conventional scientific thought. In August 2014, amateur astronomer John Shepard was observing the night sky from his property in Kensington, Prince Edward Island, Canada. Suddenly, a strange object drifted into view, appearing as a cluster of independently moving bright lights in a triangular formation. Shepard began recording the object on his video camera as it silently glided overhead. His footage showed the lights moving in seemingly autonomous motions within a stationary triangular shape for over 2 minutes, before accelerating and disappearing rapidly into the distance. When Shepard took the video public, it drew widespread interest from UFO researchers and investigators internationally. After analysis, no prosaic explanations for the anomaly could be identified. Commercial airplanes, aircraft lighting configurations, stars, planets, and satellites did not match its unusual behaviors and attributes. The formation also defied explanations involving camera lenses or software artifacts. To this day, the authenticity and source of the Kensington UFO remains mysterious. Its slow organized movements and ultimate departure at high speeds, unlike conventional aircraft, reinforce its identification as an unknown aerial object. Shepard's clear recording of this bizarre and brief encounter serves as a contemporary puzzle that continues troubling efforts to demystify such sightings. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Your support helps us reach more people with our content. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates.